School Days revolves around high school freshman Ito Makoto as he attempts to gain the attention of his crush, Katsura Kotonoha. His life becomes increasingly challenging as he quickly becomes the love interest of every female character on the show. School Days revolves around three main characters. Makoto is sadly our protagonist. He begins the story as an inexperienced kid who has an innocent crush on Kotonoha. Once he begins dating her, however, he quickly shows that he is unbelievably selfish and a perpetual liar. He never bothers to ask her what she would like to do and insists on pushing her to do sexual activities she is not ready for. After a short time, he tires of her and jumps ship to Sekai because she's willing to open her legs. He avoids Kotonoha and strings her along for the majority of the show while he simultaneously sleeps with almost everything that breathes. He is unrelatable and invokes zero pity, making for a poor main character. Saionji Sekai is the secondary character and shows interest in Makoto from the beginning. Despite her crush, she does her best to get Makoto and Kotonoha together. Only after she succeeds does she pursue him, and the two begin an affair. Expecting Makoto to break up with Kotonoha to be with her, she continues to sleep with him despite a lack of true commitment. Once Makoto begins to sleep around with other girls, she becomes depressed and possessive of him. Katsura Kotonoha is the only character in School Days that deserves pity. Shy and quiet, she has been bullied her entire life and has never had friends. She is overwhelmed when Sekai begins to talk to her and views Sekai for the first two-thirds of the show as her best friend. She is forced throughout to defend her relationship with Makoto to others, unaware that he is no longer interested in her. She is, however, by no means a positive force in the show. Overly complacent and pathetic, Kotonoha fails to have any real character. She's dull and never stands up for herself. She denies Makoto's cheating and blames the girls he's sleeping with of manipulating him and turning him against her, rather than blaming the true perpetrator, Makoto. There are also many uninteresting side characters, including all the girls Makoto sleeps with, Sekai's backstepping best friend, Sekai's backstabbing second best friend, and the bullying bitches. The only other character worth mentioning is the rapist, who mainly serves as comic relief. In conclusion, the characters of School Days are incredibly weak. None of them are relatable, and besides Kotonoha, all of them are terrible people. The plot in School Days is pretty much non-existent. The first half of the show is unbelievably boring. It's a chore to force yourself through every episode. Next to nothing happens, and you spend the entire time being pissed at how stupid all the characters are. The story picks up in the second half, though there really isn't a whole lot to it. Basically, Makoto takes advantage of and sleeps with almost every girl on the show and feels zero remorse for it. He hurts just about everyone and feels only self-pity. I had high expectations of the show's ending. Hearing that is thrilling and shocking, I forced myself through the entire show just to get to the last two episodes. I was sorely disappointed. The ending is laughable and stupid. The animation is poor. Many scenes are reused, and often the camera does not focus on characters' faces while they talk, noticeably avoiding matching voices to lips. Instead, the show focuses on obnoxious amounts of fan service. The scenery is uninteresting, consisting of a high school, an apartment, a pool, a train station, and a playground. The character designs are boring and undistinguishable. It took me multiple episodes just to differentiate between Kotonoha and Sekai. The dudes' designs are dull, while all of the gals really only vary in hair color and length, and eye color. The only character that is truly distinguishable is Setsuna, with her small frame and red eyes. Yet, her design, although different from the other characters in School Days, is not original. The Japanese voice acting is fine. Kotonoha's bland voice is typical of a soft-spoken anime girl. Makoto's voice fits him well, and Sekai's voice actress did an excellent job. The music in School Days is standard. The beginning theme is upbeat and fun, although it fails to fit the tone of the show after the 8th episode. The ending theme is cute, but unmemorable. The soundtrack is also unremarkable, though the pieces fit well into the show. Overall, School Days is not worth your time watching.